nicer. So now I'm going to move on to what is apparently a story adventure puzzle game called King's Quest. Again, the most I've seen about it is that it was on, here's 10 games free on Steam on a TikTok I saw. So I wonder how many of these free games are actually viruses. Right, let's go to... Oh, it's already kicking off. Oh, that's their title. Hello, Soul. Yes. How was your game, Fuzzy? If you're still there. Hang on, there was another horror game on the list. There was another horror game on the list, but this one got second place, so we're going to do this one. We've still got like another hour or so, so maybe we'll get through this as well. And then we can save the other one, which was a missing hiker. Right. Click anywhere. This one kind of looked cute, though. Kind of had a sort of telltale sort of style about it. This game uses autosave feature. Do not turn off system. Chapters, change save, settings, gallery, archive, play. Oh, okay. Chapter 1. Oh, you can just... Oh, download now. Ah, did they scam me? Is it just the first chapter? Let's try anyway. Calling it a free game and then just breaking it up into chapters. Look at this fancy lad. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wow, he is thin. Okay, we're off. Da, da, da. Adventure! Story! Puzzles. Am I supposed to do it? Tab does this magic mirror. Okay. A well. Spacebar. Look at the well. Okay. Spacebar is used. Hello, Faganka. Fuzzy did a thing. Oh, okay. This doesn't sound like Fuzzy. It doesn't have enough snark. Hello, Vulcan. Okay. Well, I like the aesthetic of this so far. Do feel scammed that it's a sort of not free game. Okay, so
I've not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Is that Christopher Lloyd?
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Interesting. Oh, so I guess we're an old man telling our story. Yeah. Wet mattress. I don't know if it's because...
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
I don't know if it's just because of the camera style, but it is giving me very much like old PS1 feelings. Ooh. Okay, auto jumps.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Well, that one's got like a skull under it, so let's turn this one. Perfect.
I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable.
Do we try this one as well? We might die. For science! We died.
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
That's a great way of doing it. Okay, so I was right. Looking at the environment and, like, you know, that kind of thing. Why are beds such a thing in this? Does anyone remember that, like, 80s, 90s cartoon about, like, a sleeping mattress type king or something, and they have, like, a throne which is just a bed, like, with stacked up mattresses or something? I can't think what it is, but...
Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
Familiar. Okay.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Oh. Okay.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
Sounds like a sleeping dragon or something. I don't know. Looks dangerous to me. Better cheese it.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
A shinier hat. Purple fletching on the arrow. Yes, the Princess Bride vibes are very strong. Have you seen that they're thinking about a remake or whatever for the Princess Bride? And there's some people that think that it should be the kid who's getting told the story telling the story to their kid. So it's the same story technically, but not quite. Remember differently or something. Okay, so that's broken. That would bring down that portcullis. The environments are nice. Like, they really didn't have to go quite so hard on the animation on this cape. But they did. It's like a Helldiver's cape right there. Okay.
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
Okay. That would wake the dragon, I imagine. Oh, he's doing the old Indiana Jones.
Trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Get in the bed, get in the bed, get in the bed, get in the bed, get in the bed. If you're under the covers, can't be seen. Look at this guy. He's cute. He's got like an axe face.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Aren't people revolting against Helldivers yet again? Yes. It's all the media illiterate people who didn't realise that the Helldivers are a spoof of like a fascist nation. Or radical nation. They don't realise that they're the bad guys. Like, for everyone else, we got that from the trailer before the game was even released. But for some reason, some people are only realizing right now, and they've started removing them in the game because they're against being forced to play as a fascist nation, even though it is a joke. I think too many people saw, too many people who didn't know or didn't realize that saw the Helldivers very much like, you know, let's say American values, roughly, and then turns out that, no, actually, if you keep pushing those values, it becomes a bit problematic. But anyway, enough. Let's talk about dragons and fantasy and fun stuff. We got the handle, so let's head back to the thing.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Conundrum. Well, wait, didn't I just pick that up? And why would you need just an extra sprig of a handle when you could just use the rest of it? A little bit, Ganker, but let's not dwell on it. I'm not very much a fan of that being as part of the stream. Didn't I pocket the handle? Is it because I looked at it first and not the actual
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Do you have
What
to...
did you use to fix the broken...
We have to actually go in our bag and use it. It's nice animation as well, actually, like... So the bell woke it up, but that didn't.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
There's a nice sword there, but I don't think I'm the sword-wielding type. I think I use my brain over my brawn, judging by my twiglet arms and legs. Oh, look at him. He's just a cute guy. He just wants a little bit of freedom.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Oh, that's kind of creepy. Little skull guy just flopping back and forth on the bed. Let's just check back this way. Whee! I thought he was gonna bid. And imagine all problems could be solved by staying in bed. Yeah. So far the puzzles aren't particularly deep. But it's a nice little game. Hello. Oh, no, I kind of wanted to look to the right. Arrow.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Are we going to do a Peregrine Took here, and this pile of bones is gonna fall? You got this, buddy. Oh. Shh. Okay, I don't know if that was telling me something or if it was just...
The mirror called out to me.
Oh, he just wants a bigger bed. I don't want to ring the bell, do I?
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh, it's a feeding rack. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, we can either land there or the other side. Don't know why it's giving us the option to ring that bell though, or is that just the dinner bell? Ah, I get you, okay, so we can put a piece of meat out, ring the bell, and the dragon will go there, but then we want to go where that one just landed. God knows where all these other bits of meat are going, but... Hello, Ivy! Can I buy and play the first Berserker? I want to see it, but I don't think it's a game I'd play. I'll have a look. So if we ring that bell... Yeah, I know, TNT, but I'm sure the dragon will find it. Have a little, game. Nom nom nom. And then we do this. Jump on here. And go get a mirror. I do not have an exit strategy, to be fair. Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got an arrow in his eye. I'm surprised it doesn't make you do that bit. Ah. Ooh. Choose it. Do I control this? Oh, shit. Look at me, I'm basically Legolas. How are we going upstream? What's going on here? Uh-oh, I think I was supposed to tap that.
Grandpa!
Dragon Petite 4.
We not going to question what... Wait. Looks very Dark Souls. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna play it. No practice. Sex scenes, yes. Rest, no. I'll look at it afterwards. Whatever you're on about. Ah, yeah, we're supposed to tap. Oh, look at his little reach. This very much gives me is it Dragon's Lair vibes? The impossible the old Impossible arcade game. Stop and admire the scenery. Whee! Bonk. Sorry. You're very cute, but bonk. Nice. Always been shot in the eye. Cheese it, Gromit. Ooh.
With the
Yes, sir.
magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Until... But...
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Rippling consequences. I think we should free the dragon. Because he's a good boy. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yeah. You know what's going on here. I'm going to make best friends. Wow, his belt is really low. That's not how that works, but yep. You just span through your body. I was going to leave it there.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope. But with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
I assume I didn't pass away in my sleep. It's the dragon. Oh. Boo.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guards!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good
Bad
years
case
left.
of the old.
Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
That was almost the Back to the Future theme just then.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues. Like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways
There's
to
a lot
win
more
a
story to this than I
duel.
thought.
I, for one, have always been fond of...
Act of kindness, even in victory.
treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Okay, there's more. Okay. I thought, like, the free chapter would be really short.
This looks as good a place as any to camp for
Who's
the night.
Triumph?
Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
What's Triumph? Is he like a capybara thing? Oh, ow, ow, ooh, ooh, ah. Stunts, ah. More, ah. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. I didn't see that one. Oh.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcome the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
Da-da. Graphics in the game reminds you of Borderlands. Yeah, it reminds me of the Telltale series. Just because, you know, they did the whole sort of cell shading thing. Don't know who did it first, really. Became quite prominent, didn't it? Oh, God. I recognise that bow. Very weird to see this cel-shaded style, but with reflective
I
armor.
could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
I blew a horn.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece, eh?
Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Do I have a mouthpiece? Money. Can't go up that way. Aha. Okay. I didn't quite see that. This looks like some sort of boulder rolled down here. It's very pretty
Strange
environments.
Tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
This is very nice. Noise. Oh, hello. What's this? Okay, I can't do anything with it, but just remember that that's there. Little treasure chest in a nest. Hello, little yellow rabbit things.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Now, well, they float. That was, well, fantasy, I suppose. You can have floating hammers.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Yeah, this really does give me the vibe of Dragon's Lair, but sort of slowed down and given a story. Hello there.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material.
Hey,
I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
What? Could you repeat that?
could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridges out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
This is Tom Kenny. This is SpongeBob. Is Tom Kenny SpongeBob? I think it is.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and that's it.
I think it is. Just by the way he sort of shouts. Hey, little
Get
guys.
your goats?
Stay
He's got an
away
eye
from
patch.
my majestic unicorns.
Eye patches are cool.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not. Enjoy your broken wheel.
How did we get across there? Do we have anything? No. We lost all the tools, didn't we?
The wheel was very broken. I would have to find another solution.
Did I just miss the tools?
Shame. The only tool
That's nice.
left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Did I not? Very cute.
Just move this over to the left. Right there, a little more, and bargain stopper.
To assume that he's been driving this cart through the trees like that.
Ooh, come to Daventry, they said.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the
Nope.
other side of that river.
We've got to use it
Too
for my bag.
bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Kia. Oh shit! Did I change? I didn't change the stream details. Oops. Let's do that quickly. What's this called? King's Quest. There we go. Whoops. Small intermission there.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Chaos.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
It's terrible.
What a hero. Chaos, why do you always come in here and tell us about your delicious food when I have not made food yet? Ooh. Hello. Just passing through. Nothing to see here. This is a very pretty game. Well. Get it? Well. There's a well at the top. My friend asked me if there was if I knew two structures that held water. I said, well, damn. Okay. I don't think we could do anything back there, could we? It was just spikes. Thank you, Rubber Ducky. Thank you. Hello? There's still a beast. There's something out here because there's scratches on this door. Dee.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
I may have let a beast in. Oh well. He is voiced by Tom Kenny. Okay, cool. You and Dinkle going to have a touch grass rest for the board game sometimes, Mr. Wolf. Oh, you love how serious people are talking about it, but I'm sure you deserve it. A rest week, yeah. I was thinking of doing one like maybe this week or the week after because I've got a bit of work on, so I won't have enough time to actually even do it. But we'll see how we get on. I mean, Dinkle should be able to run it by himself, but I will say I've been doing a lot of heavy lifting for it. Even if that heavy lifting is mainly just to streamline it a bit more. So I guess we'll just go in here.
A bakery. And it smelled delicious.
Talking about more food. Look at that thing. Jesus. It's bigger than Captain America's shield. His solo attempt of what, running the game? That was only just doing the turns and putting them together, which usually I've just put on a spreadsheet.
That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. I liked this shop, so I gave them a tip. Just because.
Yep, that's just the way we roll. Oh, there's a lot more to this game than I thought. I thought it was just going to be that first little dungeon and be like...
I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop.
A tip jar. Unfortunately, I can't afford to be kind enough to everyone. I would love to. It's like, you know, the meme of you won't know I'm rich when I become rich, but there'll be signs. The sign would be be able to tip everyone and, you know, go back to being generous.
I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar. Aha! Something big and round. Hopefully no one would mind if I borrowed this tabletop.
I should have probably left the tip here because I've stolen their table. That's is that the cauldron used to
Nothing
be?
seem to be brewing yet.
Let's leave them a tip.
Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips.
I did steal their
I
table. So.
saved my money for a better opportunity.
Oh, I clearly need the money for a quest then. Oh, maybe I could have used that like giant bread roll as a wheel. Let's go have a look. Does it give me the option to pick it up? Oh, it did.
I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel.
Well, I think a wooden one is a bit better than a baked one. Shame I gave the tips to the wrong wrong place. Alright, let's have a look around.
Looked like a blacksmith shop of sorts.
I see there's many opportunities to get a wheel then.
I borrowed enough for the day.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight.
Okay, I feel bad. I left the tip in the wrong place. Oh, we can still keep going into town. Okay. Oh.
Hello, could I squeeze by you gents?
No, we are here to guard the town entrance and keep out any riffraff whilst everyone is watching the parade. If we were to leave, rapscallions would run amok in the empty shops.
Back away, boy. We're on the lookout for intruders.
Alright, I guess I have to turn around and run amok in these empty shops.
Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
There we go. Just in case. I don't want there to be a... You made a decision to leave the gate open. Wah! Okay.
A shortcut.
I might be on my guard a bit after that last game. A shortcut. Huh. Cute.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
How about
I
this?
thought this might do the trick.
What a clever choice! Such craftsmanship, and sturdy, too! Just hope you didn't pay too much. I'd hate for you to have spent all your money when you've only just arrived in town, right? You ready, Mr. Fancy Cakes? I know, darling, I know. Silly question. You were born ready. Before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Sounds good. I love a deal.
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy. So do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you are. Now let's Vamanusi from this Meadowland. Mr.
I trust him
Fancy Cakes. It is go
implicitly.
time. Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Farewell.
Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard once commanded must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
Right. Ironically, the chaps across the river playing horses and knights has a better riding animation than most riding animations. He's doing a proper rising trot.
Come at me, bees!
Oh. Life and death situation, eh? Well, it's actually almost 7. I should probably start looking at food.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Dangerous, you say?
Distress! Abandon post! Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
No. Alright, I have to do something else with them while they were here. Let's try that again.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress! Abandon post! Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope. Me.
Wouldn't be the first time I...
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
Distress. A purple fletched arrow, eh? Interesting, but I probably shouldn't. Oh.
Another horn and another missing piece.
My bow is brand new, so it still needs to be broken in.
Where did he get a bow? Did I miss the part where we got bows?
You're still here?
Whose voice is that?
I wonder what happened to that bridge.
I like him.
Morons, all of you.
Well. Well done. Well done.
Over here, buddy.
I thought you were cool. Right, fine. Let's go this way then.
Pardon me.
Farewell. No, those knights were very chivalrous. No. I think that's the thing we're going to teach them.
The tree was too heavy to move. I would need to chop it down to size.
Can I do that?
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Oh. Apparently I did need it immediately after that. Right. I guess we need the rope from the other end. Excuse me. Where'd the rope go?
You can't ignore me forever.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm deep in thought.
Oh, And that voice is inconceivable from Princess Bride.
There has to be another way. Slow and calculated wins the race.
I can't remember what his name is. Inconceivable. Where do we get rope from? Oh, we already have rope, sorry. My bad. Now is the little one going to come and steal this? Hey.
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So,
Mannequin.
friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
All right, Jackie Chan. There we go. All right. Okay.
Another horn and another missing piece.
We've got another 2 minutes until more ads hit, but I think I should be calling it here, so hopefully it will auto-save.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do
Yay.
want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry, but we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's
See you later,
not a
Vulcan.
problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I was being chivalrous and helping a person in need. I didn't hear about the change date. I don't know what extenuous means. My mum wouldn't let me leave before I finished breakfast. I didn't hear about the change date. It's probably the best one of these.
I never heard the date was switched.
I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Okay, there you go. I saw the autosave. Right. We shall call it there. This is quite nice. I like this. It's nice, easy, simple. After the scary one we did before. Exit to main menu. Quick game. Yeah. Right. Let's pop over here. Over here. Right, chaps. Cheers for watching. I'm not sure if I'll be on Friday tomorrow. We'll see what the day brings, but we'll probably continue this. I will see you in an hour or so for Holdfast, and although it'll be Dinkle's stream, and I'll see you there. Love and peace, chats. Thank you everyone for the raid and for sticking around. That's quite lovely of you. And I'll see you tomorrow for more King's Quest. Love and peace, chaps. Well, should we see if there's anyone to raid? I don't think there. Sam's usually on, but Sam's always on. Sam is on. Let's go see Sam. Right, if you'll indulge me and go and pop in and say hello to Sam for me. Sam. Right. Catch you later, guys.